One of the first tips you can learn in the gym is the anabolic window. Slam a protein shake within 30 minutes or lose all of your gains. I spent years obsessed with this, literally running to my car after training to drink a shake. Then I missed that 30-minute window and I'd panic, thought my entire workout was wasted. After years of obsessing over timing and deep diving into the research, I've discovered something fairly shocking. The anabolic window does actually exist, but not how you think. What works for beginners is completely different than what advanced lifters need. So here's what I'm revealing. Why I was completely wrong about post-workout nutrition for years, what the latest research actually shows about timing, and the exact protocol I use now based on training experience. And if you're still rushing to drink your shake or skipping meals because you missed that window, you need to hear this. The difference between what I thought what actually works could be months of wasted effort and gains. I'll break down my journey in 3 parts. My anabolic window obsession and why it was misguided, what the research revealed and that changed everything, and the personalised approach I use now that actually works. And by the end, you know exactly what you should eat based on your experience level. And spoiler, if you're advanced, timing matters way more than you think. If you're a beginner, you can probably relax a bit more. Let me tell you about my post-workout panic. For years, I was that guy, workout ends, timer starts, had to get that protein in. Within 30 minutes or the muscles will start eating themselves. I'd pre-mix milkshakes and leave them in the car, and if not, just buy them at the gym. Sometimes they'd be warm and disgusting by the time I drank them, but it didn't matter because you just have to hit that window. The theory made perfect sense. During training, protein breakdown increases, so after training it keeps rising if you don't eat quickly. Breakdown exceeds synthesis and you go catabolic and lose muscle. I remember one day being stuck in traffic after leg day and 45 minutes passed, no shake, and I was literally stressing out thinking I was going to watch my gains disappear. The worst part is, if I trained in the evening and I didn't have my shake ready, I'd skip dinner with friends to rush home, like, sorry guys, anabolic window, and people thought I was insane. I'd read that waiting just 2 hours cuts glycogen replenishment by 50%. You can't risk that. Force-fed myself immediately after training, even when I wasn't hungry. But here's what I didn't understand. This whole theory was based on fasted training studies. People who hadn't eaten anything before working out. If you've eaten protein before training, you've already extended your anabolic window. The pre-workout meal that keeps protein synthesis elevated and breakdown suppressed for hours after training. But here's where it gets really interesting. I found a study by Aragon that blew my mind. Just 45 grams of whey protein before training keeps you anabolic for 3 hours after you work out. So think about that, 3 hours, not 30 minutes, 3 whole hours. It gets better. Add some carbs and some fats to that pre-workout meal, you extend the anabolic state to 4 to 6 hours. I've been stressing about 30 minutes, when I literally had 4 to 6 hours. Multiple studies confirm this. If you eat protein before training, you get the same protein synthesis boost whether you eat immediately after or wait a few hours. Timing becomes irrelevant. And a meta-analysis by Schoenfeld looked at 23 studies on nutrient timing. The conclusion: if you have a pre-workout meal, there's no significant benefit to rushing your post-workout nutrition. So here's what I started doing. If I ate before training, I relax about post-workout timing. Eat when convenient within 2 hours. No more warm water shakes or panic. No more skipping socially. And that glycogen thing, that was completely overblown. Unless you're training twice a day, your body refills glycogen stores throughout the day regardless of when you eat those carbs. Stress levels dropped, digestion went up, no more force feeding, and guess what? Gains stayed exactly the same. Actually, they improved because I wasn't stressed all the time. But then I discovered something that changed everything again. Just when I thought I had it all figured out, I stumbled on research that made me reconsider everything. For advanced lifters, the rules change. A 2014 study compared beginner lifters with those with 6+ years of experience. Both groups ate before training, then delayed post-workout food for 6 hours. The beginners, their protein synthesis stayed elevated for hours. They were fine. The experienced lifters, significantly lower protein synthesis. Even with that pre-workout meal, the anabolic response was blunted. So think about what that means. As you get more trained, your body becomes less responsive to training stimulus alone. You need that post-workout nutrition to maximize the response. Another study proved this brilliantly. People trained one leg for 8 weeks while keeping the other leg untrained. Then both legs did the same workout. The trained leg showed much lower protein synthesis as the untrained leg. Same person, same genetics, same pre-workout meal. The only difference was the training experience. And this explained why all the bodybuilders I knew were obsessed with post-workout nutrition, while beginners make gains eating whatever. And it's not bro science advanced lifters. They literally have different requirements. After 17 years of training, I'm in the advanced category. My body doesn't respond like a beginner's, so I can't be casual about post-workout nutrition anymore. The more advanced you get, the more these details matter. That's optional for beginners becomes crucial for veterans. So if you want to optimize every aspect of your nutrition based on your experience level, make sure you hit subscribe, because I'll show what actually works after nearly 2 decades of training. But let me show you real world proof. A 2017 study finally tested this and in the real world. Trained men, 10 weeks, identical diets. One group ate protein before training and nothing after. The other ate nothing before, but protein immediately after. Same total calories, same total protein. The only difference was timing. The results were subtle but clear. The post-workout nutrition group gained more muscle and strength. Not dramatically more, but consistently more, especially in arm measurements. But the researchers noted that if the study ran longer, the differences would likely become statistically significant. 10 weeks showed a trend. 6 months would show clear winners. So here's what that means. For trained individuals, post-workout nutrition provides a small but real advantage. Maybe 5 to 10% better results. 5 to 10% might not sound like much, but compound that over a year, 5 years, longer. That's the difference between looking good and looking great, between strong and exceptional. For beginners, that 5 to 10% doesn't really matter. You're making new beginnings regardless. But when progress slows after a few years, that 5 to 10% becomes everything. So here's exactly what I do now. After all this research and experimentation, here's my personal approach based on 17 years of training. I used to think that one protocol worked for everyone. Beginners, advanced, following the same rules, but that was probably stupid. Your body needs change as you progress. So when I started out, I was stressed about timing for no reason. Now that I actually need to pay attention, I've got it dialed in. My pre-workout, a meal with 40 grams of protein, 60 to 80 grams of carbs, moderate fats, before maybe 45 minutes. During workouts, just water. Too much money and years wasting it on BCAAs. Focus on training, not drinking supplements. Post-workout nutrition, within 2 hours, 30 to 40 grams of whey protein and 40 to 60 grams of carb. Gets the recovery process started immediately. And then a post-workout meal within 2 hours. So that means real food, real protein, real carbs, real fat. And this is the real recovery meal. Here's what I do differently at different stages. If I was a beginner again, under 1 year, I would eat a normal meal, 2 to 4 hours before training. Train hard, eat whenever hungry afterwards, usually within 4 to 6 hours, and focus on daily total protein, timing, so much. If I was intermediate, between 1 and 3 years, the pre-workout meal, 2 to 3 hours before, post-workout meal, 2 to 3 hours after. And start paying attention, but don't stress. And why does this matter? As an advanced lifter, I can't leave anything on the table. Every optimization counts, and the difference between eating immediately post-workout versus waiting 3 hours might only be 5% better recovery, but 5% compounded over 365 days is massive. The longer you've been training, the harder the gains become. You need every advantage. Nutrition timing is one of those few legal advantages that we have. That's exactly what I do now after years of getting it wrong. The anabolic window is real. It's just different than what we thought. So beginners, stop stressing, eat before training, after when it's convenient. Advanced, start optimizing. The post-workout meal matters more for you. Now you know when to eat. What about meal frequency? That's all part of a 21-day free email course that I've set up below. First link in the description if you want it.